Yo, what is up? It is DJGamerBro. Today's Saturday. Finally weekend. I've had a very long week. And you know, I haven't really had a chance to make videos, so I'm sorry about that. I haven't uploaded. Who is sending me a message on Facebook? F off. Where was I? Oh yeah, currently my uncle, my aunt, and my mother, and probably a few other family members and friends of mine are at a caucus. Caucus? You know what? Screw it. Screw pronunciation. I don't really care. It's pronounced caucus. I'm just joking. Seriously. Yeah, and they're at a rally for Bernie Sanders because literally all my friends and all of my family are supporters of Bernie Sanders, which is cool. I mean, I like Bernie Sanders. I mean, you know, he's gonna legalize weed.
What is your stance on marijuana?
Make the ground shake.
Decrease the prices of colleges. And he's going to focus on climate change, which is great. Cool. Good for him. And I like that. But, you know, what I've been noticing for the last couple of days, and actually for a while, is that, you know, a lot of people are, you know, forcing me. I don't want to say forcing, but it kind of is. Or encouraging me, I guess, to go to one of these caucuses. And it's like, I don't really care. I don't want to go. I'm 16. I can't vote. There's nothing I can do that could improve the chances of Bernie becoming president, except for maybe, I don't know, making a YouTube video about it. You know, I mean, first of all, I probably wouldn't even get in. And second of all, if I did, it would probably, you know, get like attacked by like, I don't know, a Donald Trump supporter or a Black Lives Matter thing. Like, I mean, I don't understand. I mean, everyone is sort of hating each other in this country right now, and it doesn't seem right. But yeah, I mean, if you haven't guessed already, the topic for today's short video, this is going to be a very short video. This is going to be like a small announcement message type thing. The topic for today's video is politics, and I know a lot of people don't care about politics. If you're not and you don't care, I mean, go ahead and click off the video. I don't mind really at all. But I mean, it's been on my mind recently, and I mean, I can't vote in 2016. So my point is, stop trying to get me to freaking do stuff like, I don't know, like I wouldn't be surprised if my mother came up to me and like was like, "Oh, today we're going to go out in the street with a Bernie Sanders sign and we're going to convince people to vote for Bernie Sanders." Like, I don't want to do that. I mean, I support Bernie Sanders. I'm not going to stand around for 4 hours with a freaking sign yelling, "Oh, vote Bernie Sanders." Like, no. I'm just going to wait until I'm 20 and then, or 18. And then in 2020, I am going to vote for Kanye West. No, seriously though, like, I mean, Yeezy for president. To be honest though, I just kind of want a free pair of Yeezys. I mean, who wouldn't? I'm kidding though, seriously. For those of you who aren't smart enough to realize that that was sarcasm. Although I am seriously considering voting for him. But that would be really weird because then that means Kim Kardashian would be the first lady.
Oh my God.
Which means that I would have seen the first lady of America. If he becomes president, if Kanye West becomes president, then that means I would have seen the first lady of America, Kim Kardashian, naked. Which is really f***ed up. And she also has her own TV show. Like, when has the first lady of America ever had her own TV show? I'm pretty sure, actually, there might have been one that had a TV. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Anyway. If you think about it, right? This would also be pretty cool, right? Keeping up with the that's a tongue twister right there. Keeping up with the Kardashians could possibly be filmed in the White House if Kanye West became president, which would actually be pretty cool. But anyway, that's kind of off topic, and kind of not important. But I mean, if in 2018, if Bernie Sanders, or 2020, if Bernie Sanders runs for president again, mind you, if by then he isn't dead or seriously ill. I mean, he's pretty. I'm not being disrespectful. Okay, he is pretty old. I think. Right? Hold on. Let's Google this. How old is Bernie Sanders? I feel like I just might have insulted a lot of people by saying that. How old is Bernie Sanders? 74 years old. Okay, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that was a bit rude on my behalf, and I'm sorry. I really like. Why would? I'm sorry. Someone just removed me from a Facebook conversation. Okay, great. Sorry. I really support Bernie Sanders. I mean, I think that he's wise. I'm just saying, like, he's a lot wiser than a lot of the other people, the candidates rather. And you know, a lot of the other candidates are like, their main focus is, I don't know, war and shit. And you know, Bernie Sanders is like, oh, save the planet, which is good. I mean, in science, we've been watching like very, you know, interesting videos about global warming, and it's scary. So I mean, my final message is for those of you who can vote and actually care about politics, please think about who you're voting for. All right. I mean, I'm not gonna force you to vote for someone that you don't want to. I mean, that's kind of what's been happening to me. I've been forced to vote or to support one person, and luckily enough, that person happens to be someone that I would support. So, I mean, there isn't any conflict between my family like, you know, there probably will be in 2020 when I tell my family, oh, I'm voting for Kanye West, and then they're all going to be like, oh, get out of this family. You're not even, you go live on the street. That's probably what's going to happen in 2020, all right? I wouldn't be surprised. Please, although I'm being serious here, please do think, I guess, before you vote. I mean, I will respect your votes. Most of you probably who are watching this video can't even vote either because you're not American or because you're not over the age of 18. But if you are, I'm saying, please do think about who you vote for. I mean, personally, I hate Donald Trump. I do think that some of what he says is, I mean, true. Not all of it. Not the racist shit that he says. I don't think that's true, obviously. But, I mean, the way he says stuff is sort of unorthodox and it's sort of unusual, which I think is why he's appealing to so many people, because he's like, ISIS, we're going to fucking go to war with them. And that's kind of what people want to hear, because, you know, after the Brussels attacks and Paris attacks, you know, people want to hear, oh, we're going to kill ISIS, not, oh, we're going to combat climate change. You know, so that's why people would prefer Donald Trump over Bernie Sanders. But I mean, I don't think ISIS needs to be, I mean, Anonymous is already dealing with ISIS. All right. I don't know if you've seen that video, but Anonymous is like hacking ISIS all over the place. It's pretty funny. Anyway. Yeah. And I mean, the other candidates, I mean, I've pretty much summed up Donald Trump and Bernie Sanders with my views of them. But I mean, the other candidates like Hillary, I heard she's committed war crimes, and I've had a few people that I know call her a bitch. But I mean, I thought she was, I mean, a good secretary of whatever she was. So I don't really have anything against her. And Ted Cruz, I don't really know anything about. I've heard he's a fascist, but I mean, what do I know? It's just all propaganda. People trying to get me to vote for this and this and this and do this and this when I can't even do that yet, you know? For example, the other day, like, there was a guy in the Air Force who came into my class. He was trying to make me join the Air Force, and I can't even join the Air Force because I'm not 18 or whatever, and I'm not going to be living in this country by that time. So it's like people are trying to get me to do shit that I can't. Who's calling me on Skype? Anyway, it's like, you know, people are trying to get me to do stuff that I can't even do. That's pretty much my point. So in conclusion, make America great again, but not with Donald Trump, please. Feel the burn and stay positive always, and, you know, think before you vote. All right? Think before you vote, and don't force people to do stuff that they cannot do. Simple. I think we're done here.